So we can start now.
Okay, thank you. Yes, welcome to everybody to the webinar about the IPMA Project Excellence Model and the award process. This is the first of a series of webinars that have been organized by the award office. The agenda for today for this webinar is after the welcome and the introduction, there will be a number of topics covered about IPMA, the project excellence model, the process, which benefits are there for applicants, and next steps, which is mostly about how to register. And you always have the opportunity to ask questions. For these questions, please use the chat, and Vladana will answer to your questions. Okay, so let's get going. Some information about me. My name is Michael Boxheimer. I'm your presentator today for the webinar. Some of you I've already met. I'm working as a consultant.
Sorry, Michael, you mute yourself.
Okay, now it works?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. So my name is Michael Boxheimer. Some of you in the audience I've already met. I'm working as a consultant, trainer, and coach for management and project management topics. And that is the case for different kinds of projects. So for example, for construction projects, IT projects, but also product development projects, and also in different industries, in private companies, but also in public organizations. And it is typically about either more conceptual topics or operational topics, which is then, for example, to develop a new product. Nationality is German, and I am a volunteer for the German member organization of IPMA, which is called GPM. And in this context, I'm a delegate representing the members with others. So delegate one of 60 delegates representing members. And I'm also active in a special interest group, which is called Systemic Project Management and Change Management. So we do, we write white papers, and we also make activities with other members of GPM. IPMA, I'm acting as an assessor and trainer for the Project Excellence Award. And also we developed the IPMA Project Excellence Baseline Professional Training, which is meant for trainers and consultants. And the purpose is to apply the Project Excellence Baseline in the companies you're working with, or also for customers. So that's just for an overview. Now let's get started. If that would move, would be great. Now, let's get started with some more information about IPMA. IPMA is an international project management association, and it was actually the first project management association that was created. Its topics are certifications, competences, and all of that is role-based for project management roles and jobs. It is also providing standards that are leading the way for individuals. You might know the ICB for projects, which is the Project Excellence Award, and organizations, which is the standard is called OCB. And as you can see also from here, it's about people, here, the individuals and people working in projects and organizations. It provides education, training, and development opportunities. The awards, we will be talking about those today, and also global events, networking, and it's active. It has active member associations in 71 countries worldwide. And you see the distribution here. Europe is well covered. Asia, I think there is room for improvement. Southern America, the Americas are well covered, and also Africa is starting to develop. So let's have a look at the awards range. There are three main categories. The IPMA Global Project Excellence Award here on top, the individual awards, and the research awards. And split up in the different categories you see here. For example, for the Project Excellence Award, you have the categories mega-sized projects, large-sized projects, small and medium-sized projects, and they are again split up in different subcategories. So there are plenty of opportunities for different kinds of projects to apply for these awards. In the context of the Global Individual Awards, you have different categories like Young Project Manager of the Year, and Agile Leader of the Year. And this also gives different kinds of people with different focuses the opportunity to apply for those awards. In terms of research, it's more about young or more established researchers, and it's about the Lifetime Achievement Awards. So you see, it's a very varied offering, and proposes and gives a lot of opportunities to be active in this awards team and to apply. The awards actually is an international competition. It exists since 2002, and it's based mostly on the IPMA Project Excellence model. It promotes excellence in project management with more than 250 applicants and all types. What it looks like when you are a finalist or when you received a bronze, a silver, or a gold medal. People on the stage happy with their achievements, and they get confirmation from the crowd. Same is here. The individual awards, you see here, those who have won such an award, it's since 2012, based on the ICB4, so on individual competences, and it promotes the excellence and innovation in project management with more than 20 applicants from 20 countries each year. So also this is a truly international competition. The Research Awards exists since 2006. It's based on the Research Excellence Baseline, and it promotes excellence and innovation in project management research. And as you have seen, you have also different categories of these research awards. Yeah, so let's have a look at more detailed. You can find further information on these websites, or have a look at the IPMA Global Awards YouTube channel. And if you have special questions, you can also contact the awards office, award@ipma.world. The award finalists, for example, in the Project Excellence scheme, is focused on different sectors: Europe, Asia, Middle East, Australia, and Northern and Central America. And here you have the list of participants headed by applications participants from China, Italy, and India as those who have applied with a lot of projects. And you see the whole list of countries, which is very varied. And some applicants, they tend to come back from time to time. Others just do it once and benefit from their participation. And I will show you on the following slides what kind of benefits you will get. This will come at the later stage. First of all, let's have a look at the IPMA Project Excellence Baseline. It is about achieving excellence in projects and programs, and it describes the context, and it describes also the tool, how you can find out about excellence in projects and programs. This is the project excellence model. So you have a lot of uses. For example, it can help you to design your projects and programs. You can also use it, and that is the purpose in this competition, to assess your projects and programs. You can do it yourself, and in this competition, it will be done by assessors who will deal with your application report. And the purpose of it is to find out about strengths and also those areas where you have the possibility to improve. And it gives hints about that when you do such an assessment and when you participate in the Project Excellence Award. Typical groups, user groups, are senior management, especially like sponsors of projects and programs, PMOs, project program and portfolio managers, but also researchers and educators, and certainly IPMA Project Excellence Award trainers, assessors, and applicants, and also consultants, coaches, and trainers. So there is a wide variety of people, of user groups that can profit from the Project Excellence Baseline. Let's have a look then at the Project Excellence model. This is the model that is used for the assessment in the Project Excellence context. And it's also a model that promotes continuous improvement. So to improve your approach to project management time and again during big project, but also from insights from different projects. The model is set up in three areas. Area A is about people and purpose. So it's about leadership, it's about teamwork, it's about how you deal with the different kinds of stakeholders. And we call it the foundation for excellence, because there you basically create the basement for a good and excellent project that you run. Reinforcement for excellence is about the processes and resources. Processes means, in the first place, the project management processes that you use to run your project, the components of this process, and also the abilities of the people who work in a project team and who support you in this. And the second part of it is also about business processes that you use to achieve project results. Business processes like the HR process to find team members, and but also a process like procurement, when you buy components, services, information that are necessary in your project. And the question here is, to which extent is it also excellent, and that contributes then to the project results? because project results is the proof of excellence. That is the result, the result of all activities from these two areas that boil down to the project results of this assessment. And let's have a closer look at the different areas. Here it's people and purpose, and you see it is split up in different criteria and sub-criteria. Here in people and purpose, the criteria are leadership and values, objectives and strategy, and project team partners and suppliers. So again, this is in the first place about people and their way, how they are acting in a project, how they promote project excellence, that is especially true for the leadership roles, and how they manage to bring this across to integrate stakeholders to develop the project objectives and strategies, and how they can identify team members that take over tasks in a project, that can cooperate, that also communicate and be a good contributor to project results. So as already said, project management processes and resources and other key processes are the main elements in this second area, processes and resources. And from the point of view assessment, the assessors that do an assessment, they will also always check the plan do check activities, so the continuous improvement activities that a project undertakes during the life cycle of its activities. So planning is select procedures, methods, and approaches that are appropriate for your project. So that's what you typically do in the project design, so in the initial project design. Then you implement what you have selected, you implement the procedures, methods, and then you check, and after some time you check how it works. And you might find out that some of your choices could have been better. So you analyze and prioritize these findings. And based on this, and maybe also additional ideas, you can then take the next run of the PDCA cycle and modify your approach where appropriate and improve your activities. So this refers to those two areas where it's always about how did you start, how did you implement, what did you improve, and what were the benefits of these improvements. Then finally, the look of the assessment is also about the project results. And this is in the first place the satisfaction of the different stakeholder groups. So for the customer, for the project team, for other stakeholders. Other stakeholders could be NGOs, could be suppliers, project team, could also be suppliers, but it's also the internal project team members. And the customer satisfaction is about the sponsor and the future users of the project results. So you see, in the first place, it is this, again, it's about people and their expectations and how these expectations have been satisfied during the life cycle of a project. And then, and certainly, it is also about the project results and the impact on the environment. Project results could be a new IT application, it could be a new production plant, it could be a new data center. So project results could be really different, and this approach, this model, makes it possible. It enables you and the assessors to assess all different kinds of projects. As already said, from all the applicants, they have come across with a lot of different project results. So after the assessment, a scoring will take place. So the findings that assessors have gathered, the information that assessors have gathered, will be checked against the model, and there is also an evaluation exercise to be done. And here you see an example of how this evaluation, which results this evaluation could give. For example, here in leadership and values, you have an evaluation. You have it for each of the segments in area A, which is here, then for processes and for project results. And you get the results then for the whole of these areas. This also gives you an indication and helps you to see where you are stronger and where you might have more topics where you can improve. And that is also a way of presenting these results that is also compatible to the higher management levels. This is how it is, how it looks like then when you get the feedback report. Here, written comments, and here the graphics that show you the breakdown of your results in the assessment. An example of the results here in this example, you can see that in the area people and purpose, there is not a lot that has been achieved, not a lot of points that have been collected. So the strong point in this project that has been assessed were processes and resources. And still, in this project, a good project result was achieved. In this example here, and that is actually what a lot of finalists achieve, you have very good project results, and these are based on good results in the two areas A and B, people and purpose, and process and results. And you might ask, does anybody reach 100 in these areas? That hasn't happened so far yet. And also sort of to calibrate how this scoring is working. If you achieve, say, 50 as a result, this is already a proof of good project management. And if you reach here 60, 65, or even 70, that also represents that you did a very good job. 50 means basically you did your project according to the book. And this means here 65 already signifies that you did a lot of improvement activities during the life cycle of the project. Yeah, so we're back again to the Project Excellence Award. And I will talk to you now about the award categories where the Project Excellence baseline is being applied. So on the one hand, there are the small and medium-sized projects. This is meant for projects with a budget of less than 50 million euros. The different subcategories is IT, telecommunication, construction, engineering, and infrastructure, change management, product development and marketing, and also social regional development or community service projects. And these assessments are submission-based. They are based on documentation and information that you provide, and on a judging process. In these categories, there would be no site visits. Site visits take place in the context of large and mega-size projects. Large size projects are between 50 and 200 million of a budget, and mega-size projects with a budget of more than 200 million. So on the one hand, you have in this approach, you have written applications and also a site visit of the project of the assessors team. Project excellence assessors will come to your site, and they will do interviews with you, conversations with you, and get a more in-depth idea about your project management approach and the results. Yeah, about the deadlines. Application deadlines for the small and medium-sized projects is the 28th of April. I will come and show you more information how these applications, how that works, to give you an idea on what you need to do to apply for this. For the large and mega-sized projects, there are two deadlines. One is the 14th of April. Until this date, you should have announced your application. You should have done the application for this competition. And by the 12th of May, you're required to provide the application report, which is a document where you describe what you did according to the different criteria and sub-criteria of the project excellence model. Why should you apply? I'm sure you ask yourself, sounds kind of interesting, but what are the benefits? Benefits are different kind of. In the first place, it's a reward for all the efforts that you did with your team during the life cycle of the project, the planning, the execution, the close down of the project, for example. But it's also a big learning opportunity when you become a finalist and meet with other applicants, or even with former applicants, former finalists. Those are the main activities. What you also have as a benefit is already when you prepare your application, you go through according to the criteria of the project excellence model, you go through your activities and write down what you did. And that very often, as I've heard from applicants, that very often leads already to ideas how to improve and what to change for the next upcoming project. And that is one of those pictures. Tell the world, that is a picture from the award gala, and where all the finalists and bronze, silver, and gold winners are celebrated. And you see here the crowd, and here the announcement of the finalists and the winners. And what do teams do when they're present? They celebrate their success during the gala presentation, during the gala evening. And it's also a big reward for your team. Not each project has a big team like this. This is an example from a construction project, but it means a reward for anybody who contributed to it, and makes people happy and proud that they contributed to a good result, and also to to become a finalist in such an international important competition. What you also do, as I said, you have the opportunity to meet during the gala preparation and the gala days with other project managers. And typically that is called the IPMA Winners Club. And here you see the logos of some of the contributing companies. Here on this picture, that is taken during a meeting of the Winners Club, where participants share their approach and inform other participants and share ideas, share their approach, and share information how they overcame challenges. So it's a very good opportunity to learn from others, to make contacts with other participants, and to come back to those contacts when you have questions. Anyway, you will see in these meetings how many efforts, which kind of efforts each of the teams has put into the project and the project management topics to be able to deliver a successful project and to deliver the results that have been asked for by the sponsor. So it's about learning a lot, sharing experience. It's about what can I contribute for the others, but also what can I get? And I can tell you, it is a great learning opportunity for each of the participants. And they also share this. Because you can look at such an assessment like you get consultants, independent consultants, you get international experts looking at your approaches, evaluating this, assessing this, and giving you feedback on all of that. And with this, from an outside view, I think it's always interesting and gives you an opportunity to benefit from this to develop improvements. So how do winners react? Here on this picture, you see Sberbank, and they say it's a starting point of our continuous improvement process. Sberbank has been a prize winner in 2021, for example, and they come back from time to time with projects, and so they use the assessment, the international assessment, also to celebrate, but also to learn. And here you see GE Steam Power System, South Africa, gold winner in 2016. They say it's an independent and influential assessment, so it's along the lines also as Sberbank, and they also use it as the starting point for improvements, because it gives, as they say here, an overview about strengths and weaknesses in project management. I wouldn't say weaknesses, but areas for improvement. And others, they focus more on the possibility to use it in marketing purposes. And the objective is to use, for example, being a gold winner, as on this picture here, or a silver or a bronze or a finalist. So one of the most prestigious participants, they use for their marketing and promotional purposes to gain more orders through international recognition, because you can say we've done these projects before, this kind of projects, for example, construction projects or IT projects. And IPMA we participated in the Project Excellence Scheme, and IPMA gave us the status of finalist, bronze, gold, or silver winners. So that can have an impact on future business. How can you apply? Let's have a look at this. So what you should do is, in the first place, define an internal project to make a good selection and of a project that you will use to participate in this competition. Then you need to train your team so they get a good understanding of the project excellence model. For example, you could participate in the assessment trainings that are offered. And this year, it's in any case, it's an assessment training that takes place in South Africa. And you as an applicant, you can also participate in this and learn how such an assessment is done and how it is being executed. Then you select the project and write the application report. So this written exercise is essential for the whole process. And from experience and from other applicants, it takes quite some time to produce a good report. So the idea and the suggestion is to do this with a team. So everybody takes care about a topic or a certain chapter, certain criteria. So it's again a teamwork approach. Then you hand it in to IPMA, and then you plan and execute the site visit. This will be where the assessors in the large and mega size projects will come to you. In the small and medium, this will be without, as it's mentioned here, it's only for the large and mega size projects. And then you get the results. How to apply in more detail. That is based on small and medium size. That is the approach for small and medium size projects. And I will just walk you through these. So it's about general information about the project and about the applicant. It's you need to produce a summary of the project and key project and project phase information. You need to outline for a project according to these areas. Yeah? You need to outline your approach. You need to talk about and write about, especially the business value delivery and sustainability. Yeah? Outstanding achievements are innovation in project management best practices. So for 3 criteria that you can choose. Then it's about challenges and lessons learned in these 3 areas of the project excellence model. You need also to add some marketing files and the submission confirmation and a statement. And after this one, so this again focuses on the outstanding achievements or innovation, on the lessons learned. I will walk you through some examples, some steps, how it works on the IPMA website, because that is a functionality that you need to use to apply and to submit your documentation. You go to the website awards.ipma.world, and there you have the access to the different kinds of award schemes. Global Project Excellence Awards, here, Research Awards, Individual Awards. And you choose the Global Project Excellence Awards. And you come to this page that walks you also through the different steps of the application. Here, for example, it's about the submission of the application report, and you have different functionalities on the different pages of this website. Here, that's what you should do when you apply for the process. Here you need to register for the login. And here, for example, you see somebody wants to register for small, medium-sized projects categories. And then again, you can also, depending on your project and the competition you want to register for, you can also choose the other categories, large-sized, mega-sized projects, or small and medium-sized projects. And you see here explanations. Here you see the different functionalities that you are asked to choose. And we will have some more examples on how this is being done. Here, for example, you choose the project type category where you want to enter the competition. And here you have the possibility to write a summary about the project or project phase. Here it's more about the business value, delivery, and sustainability, what I already explained on the previous slides, where you have then to enter the text that goes into the competition. Here it's about downloading or uploading files to IPMA. For example, here gives the organizational structure or provide additional information in form of a text or a picture. So that shows the different and provide additional information like pictures here as well. This is about the submission confirmation from client and the sponsor. This way to take application cost for the different categories. Here in the small and medium-sized projects with a budget of these 4 categories, and 250 euros for the social and regional development and community service projects. So depending on the category. And this is the more detailed agenda that is split into the different groups, into 3 groups, 3 roles: applicant, judges, and awards PMO. You see here, you are actually at the moment participating in one of the 3 webinars. And again, it's 28th of April. Latest, you need to submit your online application, 28th of July, and in autumn 23, there will be IPMA Congress and the Gala. which is typically a combination either with the IPMA Congress or a national event that is linked to the Gala Project Excellence for the Project Excellence Awards. And here are the judges, to-dos and dates. They receive assignments after your submissions. They carry out the individual assessments, and then they decide on finalists and winners. And the awards PMO supports all this process and announces the finalists publicly. So at least 31st of July, you know whether you are a finalist. Everything else is kept in secret until the awards gala in autumn 23. So you will know by end of July whether you are a finalist or not. And but the result that you have as a finalist, that will be left for the gala. For large and mega-sized projects, it's a similar process. Also, companies are interested in this. They participate in the webinar or the training on the 30th, latest until 14th of April. You need to submit an application form where you say basically, yes, I will, my company will participate in the Project Excellence Awards scheme. Then you need to submit the application report. So the written statements concerning the different criteria of the Project Excellence model until the 12th of May. Between 26th and 29th of June, you will have then the site visit of the assessors, and who will do interviews and will talk to you. And again, then there is the participation of the IPMA Awards and the feedback report, and also here the dates for these events will be announced. This is the more detailed agenda, again, according to the 3 roles: applicant, assessors, and judges. And you see here the timeline that I've already explained. You can also find this timeline on the IPMA Awards website to have this as a background and as guideline. And you also see here there is a role assessors and the role judges. Assessors will be the people, there will be a complete assessor team, 4, 5, or 6 people, depending. And the assessors will do the job, and each application will have 1 assessor team. So it's then the judges who will have to compare the results of the assessor team, and they will conduct meetings, first meeting, second meeting, where they decide on the winners, who will be finalist again, who will be bronze, silver, or gold winner. And here by the 14th of August, the finalists of the large and mega size project competition will be announced, and in autumn there will the gala for the awards will take place. So this was a short overview about this. I hope you are now motivated to participate in the Project Excellence competition in one of the categories that is appropriate for you, and to get insights and to get feedback from the judges and assessors, and also to achieve all the different benefits that I've mentioned. So, for example, it's rewarding to do this, and it's a great learning opportunity for you because you have so many contacts to other participants during the Winners Club, and also when you do before that, when you do the preparation of the report, and for the large and mega-sized projects, when you meet the assessors during the local site visit. Okay, if you have questions and want more information, please use this. Go to this site, awards, IPMA, awards.ipma.world, or email your questions or your comments to the awards. So thank you very much for your attention. It's also nearly 1 o'clock. And I should answer that we can answer here to the audience, or did you already answer all questions by chat?
Hello, yeah, I already answered, but maybe you can just answer once again about site visits. I sent you a question in the chat.
Well, here the Project Excellence Award is about organizations that run projects as this is a question here in questions and answers. This is about the Project Excellence Award in projects from organization, team, individual projects. You can apply as project manager to become project manager of the year, or junior project manager of the year, or agile leader. This hope this answers your question. Yeah, site visits are planned offline, so really go to the site, to your office and your project site. Good, then thank you. Will apply for the Project Excellence Award in one of the categories. And have a good day, and thank you very much for participating. Bye-bye.